Now, before we dive into all things Hollywood, Maddie, I just want to tell you that the Quicken Loans Arena is getting a name change. It'll now be the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. How do you feel about that?
I heard about that. I'm from Pittsburgh, and our arena used to be called Console Energy Center, but a few years ago, they changed it to PPG Paints Arena, and at first we were all really mad. We didn't like it, but it's grown on us, so I hope that it's the same way for this new Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
All right, good enough for me. I like your optimism, making Kent feel like Hollywood. This is the Blurb. Welcome to the show. We hope you are all enjoying this weather.
Yes, it's been beautiful outside, but don't get too warm because we have some hot tea to spill.
Billy Ray Cyrus reached #1 on the charts again after joining Lil Nas on an Old Town Road remix. The song originally topped the country charts before it was removed from not showing enough elements to be included. After the debate, Lil Nas decided to add Achy Breaky Heart legend Billy Ray Cyrus. Soon after the song was released, the remix and both the original songs had the top 2 spots in the Billboard Top 100. This is the first time in 14 years that Billy has been on the charts. The Jonas Brothers have released a second single called Cool. The upbeat song was released this past Friday along with the music video. Cool follows their first single called Sucker since their comeback, and I am here for the Post Malone reference.
Miranda Lambert is going back on the road. Yes, the country singer announced her Roadside Bars and Pink Guitars tour that will take place this fall. She'll make stops in Toledo and Columbus, among tons of other cities. Tickets are on sale now. And Miranda Lambert isn't the only star hitting the road. Queen Celine Dion has announced she'll be on the stage again this September. This is the first time in over a decade that Dion will perform a national tour. The tour will be accompanied by an album release. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Yes, and we'll see here at the Rocket Mortgage Arena. Singer Solange has decided to pull out of her Coachella spot. The reason for her cancellation is due to major production delays. Organizers announced that they do not know who will fill her spot at this time. Many were saddened by the news since her album was released just this March. And it seems like we haven't talked about her in a while, but Ariana Grande has dropped a new single. The song is called Monopoly and is co-written by her friend Victoria Monet. Many seem to notice a line in the song that goes, "I like women and men." Yeah, this has many speculating about Ariana's sexuality.
And not soon after Ariana's new song dropped, the singer took to Instagram to post a meaningful message about mental health. In the video, she explained how important it is to keep your peace and take care of yourself. She goes on to say that she hopes we protect our energy and do things that are good for us. Grande has spoken openly about her mental health in the past, and we're glad to see her both advocating for herself and for her fans. In some other more sad news, Britney Spears has been admitted into a mental health facility. She is said to have been checked into a facility after suffering from emotional stress. The 37-year-old singer entered about a week ago and is planning to stay for at least a month. Get well soon, Britney.
Mick Jagger is reportedly doing well after having heart surgery. Jagger underwent a minimal invasive valve plate replacement. Doctors have said that Jagger just needs to rest and take things slow for now. Jagger will return home within the month. And Michael Jackson's family finally opened up about their thoughts on the documentary Leaving Neverland. The doc follows 2 men's stories through the journey of Michael Jackson sexually assaulting them. Michael's family has stated their disgust for the series. They went on to say that the producers and creators didn't want them to be any part of the documentary.
Designer Marc Jacobs wed his boyfriend Char DiFrancesco this weekend. The wedding took place in New York and in classic Marc fashion was said to be very lavish. The guest list included celebrities like Naomi Campbell, Bella Hadid, and Frank Ocean. The two have been together for 4 years. Congrats to the happy couple. And Hollywood's cutest couple got even cuter this weekend, if you can believe it. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend got matching tattoos. The two have been together for more than a decade and have 2 kids together. Chrissy's tattoo reads John Luna Miles, which are the names of their children, and John says Chrissy Luna Miles. Talk about family goals.
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, especially just outside a courtroom. After arriving in Boston for her court appearance despite the less than fabulous occasion, Lori Loughlin saw it fit to sign autographs for waiting fans. It was reported that she signed between 15 and 20 autographs before leaving. Lori and her husband are being charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud. Yikes. If you've been tuning in for the last few weeks, you're probably familiar with all this scandal college admission stuff. And if you're really up to date, maybe you already know that one of Lori Loughlin's daughters, Bella Rose, has possibly forgiven her mom for basically bribing her way into the school. Although no statements have been made, the two were seen hugging publicly just last Friday. It was especially shocking because the parents of the scandal have been instructed to not speak to their children, as they may be potentially witnesses. No word has yet to be said from Lori's other daughter, Olivia Jade.
John Travolta and Kelly Preston paid tribute to their son and other children with autism 10 years after his passing. Preston posted a photo on Instagram of son Jet getting kissed on the cheek by his parents, writing, quote, "To my sweet love, Jet, you are in our hearts forever." She ended the beautiful message saying, quote, "I send love to all of the beautiful autistic children and the wonderful people who love them. May we all shine and grant love and respect to children with special needs." And Lil Xan's fiancée, Annie Smith, has revealed that she's suffered a miscarriage. Annie announced the news via Instagram with a post for her little angel. She then went on to say that trying to start a family with Lil Xan was a blessing. Xan addressed his sadness through an Instagram story saying he'll be taking a few days off. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. So stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to catch you up on everything from Beyonce to Game of Thrones.
TV2 is more than just a job. It's a chance to make an impact. A chance to become more than an employee, to be something larger than yourself. It's an opportunity to make a difference in the community. Here at TV2, we have been serving Portage County with groundbreaking stories from the hardwood to the White House. Our award-winning staff works day and night to bring you up to date on all the hard-hitting news. We wanted to say thank you to the community for your continued support. After serving the area for over 50 years, we know what it means to say truly Portage County. Kent State, TV2.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm Nadine Bata. And I'm Gianna Dupre. Let's get back into the tea. The absolute queen of pop and maybe the world is getting her own documentary. Yes, Beyonce is set to release on Netflix on the 17th. The story will follow Beyonce's historic 2018 Coachella performance. It will also show all her intent behind her vision. Be sure to binge watch Homecoming next week. And speaking of Beyonce, the pop singer has now signed with the famous Three Stripes. Beyonce has joined the Adidas family as a multi-layered deal, meaning she will do multiple ads for the brand and will be relaunching her Ivy Park athleisure line deal. This deal marks Queen Bee's first step into the footwear market. Adidas said she will be the creative partner for the brand.
Soon we'll find out once again how the Joker got those scars. A teaser trailer for the films about everyone's favorite supervillain, directed by Todd Phillips, was released last week and the internet is going crazy. This adaptation stars Joaquin Phoenix as a creepy comedian that is transformed through tragedy from mama's boy to clown prince of crime. Joker hits theaters on October 4th. Although you may still be hurting after realizing you'll never get to marry a Jonas brother, at least we have Lady Shark, aka Sophie Turner, to keep us entertained. If she's not making the best first impression with Justin Bieber, she's stealing the spotlight at the surprise Joe Bro concert. In a surprise show at a popular Penn State College bar this past Friday, Sophie Turner was seen on stage waving a flag and just being the most real version of all Joe Bro fans. However, with Game of Thrones excitement so high these days, she gained the attention of the crowd and they ended up cheering for Lady Stark instead of her fiancé. Joe showed no hard feelings, however, after he posted a comment to Sophie's Instagram post of the crowd cheering, saying, "My Lady Stark," followed by 2 hearts. Oh gosh, what a wedding this is going to be.
There was an emergency. She looks really good in white. From The Office, co-workers to best friends to lifelong partners in crime, BJ Novak and Mindy Kaling have certainly confused fans over the years with their relationship. Although nothing is officially official, the two have recently been reported on a date together. Before you get too excited, it is possible that this is all just a friendly outing between the two friends. But there are soup snakes, and come on, what's really greater than that? Now, all good things do have to come to an end, and after 11 years of waking up and turning on the Today Show with Kathy Lee Gifford, this past Friday she signed off one final time in a show to remember. Miss Gifford announced that she will be departing from the show back in December after 11 years on the show. With a performance to remember from Flo Rida, family surrounding her in the studio, and a very special speech from co-star and friend Regis Philbin, her final show alongside Hoda Kotb was sad, but Kathy Lee has had an amazing career. Congrats.
Congratulations are in order to every home cook's favorite chef and every MasterChef contestant's nightmare, Gordon Ramsay and his wife Tana, who welcomed their 5th child this past Thursday. With quite a large age gap between the newest addition, Oscar Ramsay, and the family's oldest, Megan, at 21 years old. However, the family could not look happier and look ready to show Oscar just as much love as their other 4. In an Instagram post dedicated to Oscar, Gordon even joked that he was born at the perfect time, lunch. Congrats to the happy family. And speaking of relationships, the new Bachelorette trailer was released last Friday. The trailer follows Hannah B, the new Bachelorette, decked out in pageant queen attire around a forest. As the first look continues, Hannah B removes her crown, sash, and train, leaving her a fierce pantsuit. This was a new way of teasing the Bachelorette season compared to what fans have seen in the past, and it's left us excited to see what's in store for Hannah's season. And the Jersey Shore star known as Snooki was mom-shamed over the weekend for pushing her 6- and 4-year-old children around in strollers at Disneyland. Many people came at her in the comments of her Instagram photo at the park. Most comments talked about how parents are too lazy to deal with their kids. Snooki eventually defended herself with the statement, "They walk, but in large crowds, I prefer they sit their bums down. It saves me the stress of not losing my offspring."
Guest Sashina Marie didn't think Lindsay Lohan's new reality show was very fetch. Lindsay Lohan and the cast of Vanderpump Rules have had some tension, and Vanderpump Rules star Sashina Marie has had enough. Lohan first spoke up saying that she's a fan of Lisa Vanderpump and her abilities in reality TV. However, stars of Lindsay Lohan's show, Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, quickly started saying that the cast of Vanderpump Rules were very cheap. Marie took full offense and was quick to come back, saying that the beach house was never going to be what Vanderpump Rules is because their cast is more natural due to their longtime friendship, unlike those that were cast for the beach house. Guess that's a lot to be said on both sides, to say the least. And since some Games of Thrones final season is about to premiere, we're here to catch you up on everything you need to know before that final seasons begin airing on the 14th.
So with that said, let's start. As many know, the last few moments in the 7th season is when Daenerys and Jon Snow hook up. We later find out that they're related. The two finally met up after Jon decides he needs help taking down the White Walkers. Daenerys says she will help him defeat them if he convinces Cersei to pause the Southern War against her. In a small battle with the White Walkers, one of Dany's dragons was killed and taken by the White Walkers. After, Jon goes to Cersei and asks for her help in the White Walker War. She lies to him and says she will help, but that's not the only thing she's lying about. Cersei also told her brother/lover Jaime that she is pregnant when there is no evidence of her being so. As for Sansa and Arya, they finally reunite and take down Littlefinger. We also found out that Jon is not fatherless after all. He actually was born from Rhaegar, which means he rightfully should own Westeros over Daenerys. The final shot before Season 7 ended with a shot of Dany's dead dragon breaking down the wall in Winterfell in new form as an ice dragon. We'll see how all these loose ends tie up when the new season airs this Sunday. And that's not all. The whole cast got together from all seasons to watch the final season premiere. All of them gathered at New York Radio City Music Hall for the screening. Many fan favorites such as Jason Momoa and Rose Leslie attended the event as well. The bittersweet ending was said to have brought them all to tears. It was also announced that HBO will be releasing a documentary called Game of Thrones: The Last Watch, which is set to tell the story of how the final season was made. Hope that was helpful. Tweet us at TV2TheBlurb to tell us your Game of Thrones predictions and stick around with us for more.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. Seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall. Writing on the wall. And make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first element. Helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Welcome back, everyone. Award show season is coming to a close with the ACMAs taking place last night. We're here in classic Blurb fashion to give you the rundown on all the best outfits. First up, we have Maren Morris.
I absolutely love this.
I love that too.
I
I
do
like
too.
the color.
Yes. I like her lighter hair as well. Can we talk about that for a second?
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's usually a darker brown. I like it.
I definitely think she is a queen of, like, red carpet.
Absolutely.
Must have been hard to walk with that train though. I would
Yeah,
have tripped.
but
I
it's
love
so
She
good.
does
It's
look
worth
great
it.
in that.
It's good, and
Next
I love
up-
like the top.
Yes, I do. We have Reba McEntire, the queen.
A
Okay,
queen.
I saw a picture of her from 17 years beforehand, and it was more like focusing on her face, but this woman is not aged, and I think she looks fantastic. I think she looks great in this red dress. It's typical country, I think, with kind of like fringy and
Yeah.
everything. With the
Flapper
boots, you can see the
vibes.
boots.
Those boots.
I don't like it.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't like it. The boots make it even worse than
I
it
like
already
it.
is.
It's
but
Reba,
it just
though.
looks
She's just a
tacky and not
sweetie.
dressed up enough. And like, I know she's such a sweetheart. We love a good old lady, but no,
I agree. The boots
not
are
her
a
best
little.
look.
The boots are a little bit too much, but I love the fringe.
It's cute.
Can't
It's
get
in her
with it.
blood, man. You can't take it.
And it
out of
looks
her
so
blood.
good on her. Come on.
Yeah,
No.
right? Whatever. Next we have is Casey Musgraves. She always takes fashion risks.
This
She
is,
does.
I like it.
It's pretty cute. Looks like
She is my country
latexy,
queen.
kind of.
I'm a fan.
That's a deep V.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just trying to
I do
understand
like
this
the
like
V.
double peplum thing.
I like it. It's interesting. I haven't seen anything.
I'm
like
not a
that.
huge ruffle fan in
I'm not either.
general,
I'm all about ruffles.
but I do
think they're
enjoy
the look
this.
for
This
the
is
season.
cute. This
I
is
love
simple.
Them.
I
This is
think
good.
that there's a point. Like, you can have too much, but you can't have too little.
See, but I don't think it's overdone because it's done in like black, so it doesn't like if it was like pink or purple, it might be like kind of over the top, too girly. But this is like cool, edgy take on
Yeah.
ruffles, kind of. I don't know.
Her
I like
fashion
it.
is always different, and I don't necessarily understand it all the time, but I do respect it.
I do,
So
yes.
shout out to trying new things, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
Next one we have is Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, everyone's favorite country couple.
the cutest couple.
This is so bad.
yeah.
Pattern on his suit.
This is
Okay,
terrible.
honestly, I think if we saw that on Reba, I'm sorry Reba, but you are a little older than Nicole Kidman here, that would make more sense than Nicole
Right.
Kidman wearing this dress.
It's just it's sad though because this look is just so bad, but they're just such a cute couple, and they're just like they're both beautiful people, and
Yeah.
I just why did they do this to
She
themselves?
looks like
I don't
a-
understand.
Weird, sophisticated maid.
Yeah.
Maid
Like,
got
that's
dressed
like
up for
a-
the ball.
only
that vibe a little.
only like it's kind of a little bit long. I'm noticing that kind of like T-length dresses, kind of like past the knees, are kind of in.
Definitely,
but I think it's just an awkward length.
And
I don't really understand.
It's just not a fan. We don't like it.
Thank you. Next. Next one is Miranda Lambert.
I love this color.
I think she looks the best she has in years, personally. Maybe it's the new marriage glow, the honeymoon phase, who knows?
I love her neckline on that dress. It's very cute.
And just the color.
It fits her
Neons,
so
I
well.
love those right now.
Yes, it's very simple, just a nice dress. You can't go wrong.
Right.
Wasn't really a fan of her shading Blake Shelton during her performance, but you know, that's all right.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta be petty, you know?
I guess, but come on now.
All right, next up we have Khalid.
Not sure why he was there. Maybe it's for the song Saturday Nights that he has with Kane Brown. I'm not really sure.
He looks nice though.
He looks so happy.
He does look
and
happy.
I love that.
I don't like it. I think that yellow is really harsh with the black. He's adorable though, and I love him,
I'm
but I
a
just don't
Steeler
like the
fan,
colors.
so
Neon is coming back.
baby.
I love him. I just wish
Neon
he didn't wear
never
that
left.
outfit.
Yeah.
It never left, but it's coming back strong. Not coming back, just getting stronger.
I'm not really a fan. I don't really know why he was there. I'm not really a fan of this outfit. If you're gonna be there and make a statement, this is just weird.
I don't like the joggers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing joggers right now, but you're not seeing it because I'm hidden by this desk. Next we have Daniel Bradbury. Yeah, where you at? Ooh! Okay.
Spicy, I like
that's
it.
That's not Daniel Bradbury. That is
not. That's a woman.
Cassidy, or what's her? Cassidy Pope. This is Cassidy Pope. Looks gorgeous.
I would wear this.
She knows she looks hot, and she's
Yeah,
trying to
she's
work
feeling
it.
herself.
She really is, and I admire that.
She better be feeling herself, full of bow on the hip.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the white,
matching
so
even.
good.
Yeah,
we love
no,
that.
I do enjoy it. I love an open back. It takes a lot of skill to wear an open back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the bow detail is nice. In the leg moment, can we talk about the leg moment?
I love how the shoes aren't like traditionally like straight. They have like the curve.
The curve
It's
on
cute. I like it.
Unique.
I
Very
honestly
springy.
think this red carpet was the best red carpet of the whole season.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Didn't have any Lady Gaga on there for me, so there wasn't Lady
Yeah.
Gaga moment. That's my only hesitation.
But
Not
I
at the
thought
Oscars.
the outfits were the best because the past award shows, I was not a fan of some of the looks.
I guess if you think about memorable moments in fashion, I will think of Miranda Lambert for sure. So maybe you're right. 1 point for you. Well, that's all we have for our outfits. Stay tuned because when we come back, we're talking all things royal family.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Welcome back, everyone. We have our reporter Caroline here to spill all the tea on the royal family drama. With as many rumors as we're used to seeing on a day-to-day basis, we thought it would be only appropriate to clear up any royal family rumors you may be confused on. Let's get into it.
Thanks, Gianna. So ever since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced her pregnancy last October, there seems to be new rumors every week. It can be hard to keep up with all, but no worries, I'm here to update you on the duo, or soon-to-be trio. So they are expecting their first child within the next week or two and recently moved into the newly renovated Frogmore Cottage in Windsor to begin nesting. While the couple's decision to move was first announced, rumors of a feud between Meghan and Prince William's wife, Kate, were reported. They had previously been living together in Kensington Palace, so adding fuel to the fire, it was announced that around the same time,
Harry and Meghan would be splitting from William and Kate professionally and operating separate offices. Stories of tension between the two women emerged, but Kate, classy as ever, squashed all the rumors when a reporter asked her about Meghan's pregnancy. Kate gushed, saying she absolutely was excited and that it would be, quote, such a special time. As for their professional split, not much has seemed to change, although Meghan and Harry did recently start their own Instagram account called Sussex Royal, since the couple is the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So, with the supposed feud between Kate and Meghan out of the way and an exciting new Instagram, you might have thought Harry and Meghan were in the clear, but not so fast. The new drama-facing couple is something you might not expect: U.S. tax policy. Since Meghan is a U.S. citizen, she will be taxed by the U.S. government on all income and any lavish gifts, including Frogmore Cottage and her engagement ring, which features a priceless diamond from Princess Diana's collection. As if these taxes weren't problem enough, the baby will be a U.S. citizen too, meaning that any inheritance he or she may get from the royal family will be taxed by the U.S. government. That's a pretty tricky situation for the seventh in line of the throne to be in, but of course we here at the Blurb will keep you updated on the situation in the coming weeks.
So really quick, Caroline, that's pretty crazy. I mean, Meghan Markle has been in the news a lot recently,
Yes,
and I think the
always.
British media has been really out to get her, like
They
you
really
said
have been.
earlier.
They're kind
Caroline.
of coming for her.
Yes, I agree.
So I think it's really sad because again, she just got married. She's about to have
This
this
is all
baby.
new for her too. I feel
Right,
like.
this should be like
this
such an
isn't-
exciting time in her life, and
This should be
instead
the
she has to
time-
worry about
Yeah.
all these rumors and nasty things.
This should be where she feels welcome. She's getting ready for
Right.
everything. But again, especially with the drama happening with her
Right.
dad as well, this is just
Of course,
another
yes.
thing right on top of her that she did not need.
No,
And
absolutely
it's
not.
really, really unfortunate because I am definitely Team Meghan and
For sure.
Harry.
I think we all are.
Yes,
we
I
love,
totally agree.
100%.
We love Meghan.
Yep. And of course, as well, let's talk about this whole like renouncing citizenship thing. Like,
Oh,
how
yes, so-
crazy is that? Like,
So we don't know yet if she is going to renounce her citizenship, but to get out of this whole taxing thing with the U.S., which is obviously a problem because it's opening up like the monarchy and the royal bank accounts to U.S. government. To get out of that, the only way is to renounce her U.S. citizenship. But with this baby coming in the next week or two, she likely will not have the chance to do it before then, if she is even planning on doing it at all. So the bigger issue is when the baby is born to her, it's going to be a U.S. citizen as well, even though it's born in England, because its mother is a U.S. citizen. So any inheritance or trust fund that the monarchy has set up for it, it's from day one, that's like income that the government can tax.
Wow.
So that's just not really something that the royal accountants want like out in
Right.
the open for everyone to see and for the IRS to have their hands on. So it's just kind of
It's just a
kind of
sticky
tricky.
situation.
It
I
really
can't even
is.
imagine
Yeah.
dealing with all of this, especially in the last couple of months of my
Oh,
pregnancy.
Exactly.
Oh
With
my
everything else
gosh.
that she has
Which
on her
I
plate right
can't.
now, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
I
probably just
cannot.
make it 10 times like harder,
Right. It's
worse.
gotta be so stressful.
100%. That's all that we have, you
Absolutely.
guys.
Yep. Thank you. That's all we have for thank you for tuning in. Sorry
Be
about that.
sure to follow all of our social media at TV2 The Blurb. I'm Nadine Batat.
And I'm Gianna Dupre. Be sure to tune in next week at 9. Have a great night.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.